Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to see how to implement JavaScript in your web pages, and we will create a small application using JavaScript that will validate your form. So to validate your form, first you need form. So let us prepare form. So from where you will prepare form, first of all you have to define form. Now whatever name you are giving to your form, you have to remember it. I am just giving here JS1, the name of my form. Then whatever I want to open, I don't have any file, then I will just write hash. That will do what? It will just redirect to the same page only. But if you have some file, first for example I have first.html, so I am writing here first.html. So when user will submit the form, it will go to first.html. Then I am selecting any of the method, and okay, now my form is ready. Now I am just creating a table that is 3 by 3, then giving him some properties. I have shown you in this in previous tutorial, so you don't have to I don't have to show it. If you don't know, just check my previous tutorial. Here what you have to just keep in mind, that what is the name of your elements and form. That's all. So here I am going to add form field text area, and I am giving name itself, and okay, another one here, form field, and I am giving name pin code. Okay, now I am adding one submit button, so that when users click on that button, you must get some validation. Whatever name you want to give, whatever value you want to give, just give and make it. Okay, now we have to go to the source code. Let me zoom here, and what we have to do here is we have to find a head element which is over here, and after this title element you have to write your script tag, which will show your browser that I have added a script, and it will be interpreted as a script. Now in this script, whatever JavaScript coding we need to write, we have to write in between these two tags. Now first of all, we are going to write function. Function is a group of code which is used for some events. For example, when a user click on submit button, the following codes which are written in function is executed. Now I want to give a name of a function. You can give anything. I am giving val form. This one also you have to make sure that you know the name, and then curly bracket open, curly bracket close. You can also write like this, but whatever you are opening, for example we have opened script here, I have closed it here. I have opened function curly bracket here, I have closed curly bracket here. So like that you have to open and close again itself, so it will just create your coding well. Otherwise, if you are forgetting this curly bracket, your coding will not work. So please make sure that you make your coding very decently. So now what we need to do is, in this text box we need to just add some validation, not in pin code. In this tutorial we are only going to add in text box name. So what is the name of the form? That is JS1. okay, and what is the name of your element? That is name. So this thing you have to make sure that you write it well. Now in function I am going to define a variable which is defined by using var keyword. Now I will show what is variable and everything in detail, but first I want to show you this application, how it works, and what is the coding in it, where x is equal to, now every time if I am going to write the name of this element, which will be too longer, so I am giving him pet name, that is also known as alias, as you are saying it pet name in your language, as you are giving the pet names to your friends, just like that only. Now x is equal to, first you have to write document. You have to tell JavaScript that go in document, then in document go in the form. So we have to write the name of our form, that is JS1. Then we have to write the name of our element, that is name. Okay, this is my form name and this is the name of my text box element, but I don't want name, I want what, the value of the same. So I will write dot value. And then for ending a sentence you can write a semicolon, but if you are not writing, it's optional, that is not needed. Okay, now after completing this, what you have to write is whether the text box has a value or not. It is not empty, you have to check that. So for checking in JavaScript, whatever you want to check, you have to use decision, that is if statement. So now let us see how to write if statement. First you write if, then round bracket open. In that round bracket you just write something like x, because we have to check. We don't have to write this one full because we have given an alias to x. And a semicolon you will just write at the end of the statements, not at the end of the function or not at the end of the if. So now x is equal to quotes open, quotes close, and then round bracket close, and hit the enter, and in next line curly bracket open, hit enter again, and curly bracket close. And now I'm adding enter again so that I get a space to write something here. So now I have to check if my x doesn't have anything, that means inverted comma open, inverted comma close, it means nothing is there. Then what to do, just alert. Alert is an predefined function which is used in JavaScript to bring a pop-up. So now alert, and whatever you are writing here, if for example I am writing hello, it will show hello when a user is not entering any data in this element. Now hello, and then you have to tell your script that stop, don't go ahead because there is an error. So you have to write return false, that means we are wrong, our data is wrong, we can't go ahead. Okay, so after giving an error, what my script will do, my script will terminate, it will not go ahead. So now let us go in our normal mode, but first just copy this, just select this and press Ctrl C, or you can right click and copy. Then after copying function name, we will go in normal, we will just open the form property, which you can open it from here or double click on this blue area. Now after form properties, you have to go in advanced edit. Here you have to find JavaScript event. After JavaScript event, just you can select on submit attribute over here, and after selecting on submit attribute, just write in value, first of all write return, and then paste your function name over here, or you can also write if you know, but if you don't remember, you can just paste here function name, whatever you are writing in source code, write it, you can't write something else. For example, here I have written what you can see, well form, and bracket open, bracket close. And don't forget to write over here. Now if you have added here, it will come here, and don't forget to write return here. If you are not writing return, your form will not terminate, it will be there only. So now let us see, let us save it, and save wherever you have saved your file which you have specified in an action attribute. I am writing js1. My first file is first.html is on the desktop, so I will save it on desktop. Oh, my first.html is not here, but no problem. Let us see our code. Now if I am not writing anything in my text box and I am just clicking OK, it is showing me hello, and now it is saying on the same page. Now what I want is, I want my user cursor to come automatically here where the error is. My error is on name, so I want my cursor over here. So what we will do, we will go in source code again, we will go in if statement, which is here. We will just go here and press enter, so a new line will be created, and here I will just write my name of the element, that is document dot js1, that is my form name, dot my element name, that is name. dot not value now, because I don't want a value like here. I want is what I want to go on that particular cell or text box. So what we will do, we will write here focus. That is another inbuilt method or function of JavaScript. You don't have to worry about this. So now let me save it and go in my browser, refresh my page and just click here. Okay, you can see that automatically your cursor is here now, because we have used our focus method. So focus method is just taking you to the point where you want to, you have an error. Now instead of hello, if I am going to write here, please enter your name, or whatever message you want to give to your user, you can write. And another thing, if you are going to remove this document, is also going to work. It's not important, it's optional. And another thing which is optional is I have shown you that you don't have to write this semicolon, the full stop of your, as you are writing in another line. If you are going to write it together like this, you need semicolon, but here it is not needed. So now let us go in our browser again and check. Okay, please enter your name. I will refresh my page afterwards. Then if I am going to enter my name and click OK, it will go, my first.html is not found. So if you are not if you don't have a file which you have written in action attribute, that will not going to open and you will get this error. So make sure that you are saving both the files, the file which you are preparing and the file which you have specified in action attribute in the same folder. And also don't forget to write .html beside the file. I hope you have liked my video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and keep watching my video. Thank you.